Hey everyone, it's Martin Sibley here for another World Changer Wednesday. I haven't actually done a live one like this probably ever, or if not for quite a while. Today, I want to have a chat to you about being in a position of influence and where you're in a position to actually make change. Obviously, all of these weekly videos and social media posts about changing the world and how to change the world. I do focus a lot on personal development because I think only by improving ourselves can we then have the ability and the means to make a difference. But of course, we can't do it alone. It's always about collaboration and working together with other people. Um, but I think the 2 points I wanted to touch upon that I mentioned before, influence being one of them. It's really hard to actually measure influence. You may have picked up that recently, for the second time, I've been voted in the top five of Britain's most influential disabled people. And, I don't do all of what I do for the awards or the accolades, but, it's obviously lovely to have recognition sometimes. And on those days when you're tired and you're rushed off your feet or a bit under par, it's great to have that. So obviously a big thanks to the people that acknowledge me in that way. But thinking about how they will have judged that and worked that out, I'm sure there are criteria about all of the other amazing people in the list with me as well. And congratulations to those two. We all have different types of influence and we all do different types of things. So obviously, influence has a subjectivity, but I think in the end, it's when you're serving a group of people and looking to help them. It might be a business with goods or services, but it could just be through a campaign and blog or through all sorts of other different ways we can serve a community and serve people. Even one-to-one coaching is serving people. And in a way, the more we give of ourselves and help others, I think that does lead to having an influence because we end up maybe helping that group have a voice or we help that group to be better themselves. So for me, that's kind of what I would look at, certainly how I create my influence in the world of inclusion. And then the second point is about how to actually change things. Um, and I think we already mentioned collaboration before, but an example I would give was yesterday I was at Heathrow Airport. I'm on the Heathrow Accessibility Group with Roberto Castiglione, who's an awesome guy and a friend now. And we've known of each other for many years, and we've met a few times face to face. But it was about a year ago. He invited me to be on this group. Now you're probably all aware air travel is not so great for disabled people. It gets a bit of a bad rep, and there are bad things that happen. I've experienced multiple bad journeys, both for me being lifted or the equipment being damaged or other things. And also Heathrow's had a bit of a bad rep lately with some things in the news with Frank Gardner and Sophie Morgan. But actually, fair play to them. They are really, really trying to up their game and improve and make disabled or passengers with reduced mobility to be able to fly far easier. And I sort of felt like being invited on that group because I have a perceived influence with the work I do, along with the other people and the group that have disabilities and are family members of disabilities, and they do different work. But by coming together with our influence into that room, we then were in a platform for influencing change. And, there's all sorts of measurements going on at the performance at Heathrow. They're really listening to us as a group, but doing lots of work listening to other disabled people. And I think that was just a really good example of when you've been able to build up an influence in the ways we talked about in the first point, you then get opportunities to be in a position to make change with other people. And really all of the videos and the articles and the blog posts, everything I'm doing at the moment about world changes and how to change the world is I really want to pass on my experiences and knowledge from the books I've read and the courses I've been on, so that whatever it is you want to do, whether it's for disabled people, inclusion, or another social change cause, that you can learn from the things I've been through but also I think I'll be able to learn from you, because we can all have a conversation and share what works and what doesn't work. But yeah, it'd be great to hear back from you on this video today and this post today about what you do to create influence for your cause, and then obviously how you feel that you're enacting change. And it might not be being a steering group, it could be writing letters to MPs or councillors, it could be trying to become a councillor or an MP, many other ways that you might feel that you're creating your influence and your social change. But I'd love to hear your experiences as well. And otherwise, I'm going to get this scarf off. I'm just back from taking the dog for a walk and have a chill out with a bit of food and a movie tonight. It's been a long couple of days, particularly with this trip to Heathrow. And I'll be back again next week for another World Changer Wednesday and a How to Change the World post. Take care. Bye-bye.